Keir Starmer finally admits that he is a Tory. Labour are the real Conservatives, says Keir Starmer as he promises to protect our way of life. Now, this isn't a fake headline, this is real. So on Saturday, Starmer gave a speech to Blairite group Progressive Britain, which is funny because he's trying to claim conservatism in front of a fucking plinth that literally says regressive. Now, he said that Labour should go further than Blair when it ripped up Clause 4 that committed to public ownership. Now, Starmer has made it clear that he is pro-privatisation. This is not a pragmatic move, it's an ideological one, a Tory ideology. Starmer also referenced Jeremy Corbyn because he can't seem to shut up about the last leader and said, "Some people think that all we're doing is distancing ourselves from the previous regime. That totally misses the point." Funny use of the word regime, by the way, but that's exactly what he's been doing. There is no vision or policies. All the pledges have been scrapped. He's U-turned on everything, and people don't know what they're going to do in power. What he has done is made it very clear that not only is he not Jeremy Corbyn, but he was actively hostile to him and to members who supported him and everyone on the left. Starmer's whole leadership has been defined by that. It's only now that he's admitting that he's just a more right-wing version of New Labour, punctuated by this. So Keir Starmer has said he does not care if people think he is conservative, as he promised the next government will be New Labour on steroids. What's the point in politics anymore? What's the point in Labour? You're not even trying to hide it. You are actively trying to claim the conservative label. It's insanity. In the 2020 leadership contest, note that Keir Starmer said he'd make the moral case for socialism. Now today, he seemingly identifies as a conservative. Now this vindicates us on the left. It doesn't feel good. I mean, in fact, it makes me more angry. But those of us on the left just want to see a real Labour Party. But the hardcore Starmerites insist that we're secret Tories or Tory enablers. And guess what? His cult supporters are still defending him. This is because those people never had Labour values. They are just right-wing. So it doesn't bother them in the slightest that Starmer has lurched to the right. Starmer also said this.
Labour, back as the party of working people. That's our approach. That's what we're going to deliver. That's how we get our future back.
Labour are back as the party of working people, you say? I mean, they have welcomed back rich donors, whilst hundreds of thousands of members have left. I mean, Lord Sainsbury clearly cares so much about the working class that he has returned as a donor to the party, donating £2 million. What a generous man. Labour's election war chest boosted by £6 million from private donors and companies in 2022. The party said the cash injection from wealthy individuals is the highest in a non-general election year since 2008. But this is at the same time Labour has refused to back striking workers. So how exactly are you now the party of working people? How is New Labour on steroids going to achieve that? It was Tony Blair that led to the working class abandoning the party. Between 1997 and 2010, they lost 5 million votes. But Starmer not only wants to return to that era, he wants to be even more right-wing. Those that supported him, your wallets are empty. I've consistently said that Starmer moving to the right over the course of the last 3 years is because he's moving towards the politics that he actually believes, or rather he's more comfortable with. But the economy being in bad shape, the war in Ukraine, COVID-19, these were all excuses to drop genuine popular progressive policies. Yet some eat up these excuses as gospel, either because they're incredibly naive, are in denial, or they just like it. Now, under Corbyn's leadership, there were 2 general elections and Brexit. Now, Brexit has been a much bigger disruptor than Liz Truss's god-awful budget, but you didn't hear any excuses. The policies that Corbyn put forward in the leadership campaign were present in both 2017 and the 2019 manifestos. Those that did everything to undermine Jeremy Corbyn are the actual Tory enablers. Those that excuse Starmer and his massively right-wing drift are Tory enablers, because no matter which party gets into power, according to Starmer himself, we will have a Conservative Prime Minister.